In the cheek area. That happens to me too. Alright, let's bring up your next comic. This lady is another one of my favorites. She's so sweet and wonderful and hilarious. She runs an online humor journal called Hobo Pancakes. And for those of you going to Sketchfest, you can catch her sketch group Femikaze at the end of the month, beginning of February. Let her hear it. Kelly Anakin!
Yeah, let's talk about Facebook. Facebook, or as I like to call it, the graveyard of all the friendships I failed to maintain. I don't like Facebook sometimes because it tells me things about my friends that I wish I didn't know, like who can't spell. I have this one friend who's super irritating. She's wealthy, doesn't work, so she has to update the world on her ongoing existential crisis like it's her job. She's like, oh, studying abroad in Italy wasn't everything I hoped it would be. Frowny face. Like, cry me a river, Amanda Knox. Same girl, same friend, likes to pray on Facebook. Like, to God? In front of everybody. She's like, dear God, what is your plan for me? I'm so tired of waiting, love, Caroline. Winky, frowny face. It's like, bitch, if your one-on-one time with the man upstairs is not yielding you the appropriate results, I don't think publicly shaming him on Facebook is gonna work either. She's not even friends with a guy. It's not gonna show up in his newsfeed. I'm a very lucky lady. I have a friend with benefits. It's my husband. Benefits include comprehensive health, vision, and full dental. He also assumed the burden of my student loan payments. I know, it's like a fairy tale. Now, despite the fact that I have insurance, I don't like going to the doctor for the same reason that I don't like going to concerts. They charge you a buttload of money up front. They won't let you drink outside alcohol. And you know there's drugs everywhere. But you just don't know how to ask. I had to fax something to my doctor today. I had to fax something on a fax machine. Anytime my doctor asks me to fax him something, I'm confident that I'm getting the best health care available in 1987. I spent a lot of time at the doctor last year because I got pregnant by accident. So sir, please wear a condom, stay in school. But then suddenly I got unpregnant, also by accident. And what I learned is that the medical term for a miscarriage is spontaneous abortion, which, controversial. It was an election year. Besides, I'm a feminist. Can we start calling them miscarriages already? God. Now, I can say without reservation that miscarriages suck. Sometimes it's not a child or a choice. It's just a massive tissue that slowly and painfully expels itself while I sit on my couch watching the Jacksons on VH1's Movies That Rock. That is why we named it Tito. It was hard. I appreciate the sympathy. It was really difficult. And the hardest part of the miscarriage is that when you find out that the baby's not happening, it's still like 2 weeks before everything gets back to normal. So I came home one day and I was crying to my husband and I was like, I just hate carrying around this failed human everywhere I go. And he was like, babe, don't think of it as a failed human. Think of it as a period that defied the odds. I'm kind of relieved though, because it's like, what would I do with a baby, raise it to adulthood? I don't have time for that. American Horror Story's on right now. Oh my goodness, my husband does want one. He started bringing it up and he's like, I want a baby. And I'm like, I want a drink. And the Surgeon General says I can't do both. It's a real Sophie's choice. And I mean besides. If I wanted something that would keep me up all night and take all my money, I would just get addicted to cocaine. I don't have to send cocaine to college. My husband wasn't a fan of that. He was like, why do you gotta be so negative all the time? Why you gotta be so negative? And I was like, all right, here's a positive. If I get pregnant, then that's 9 months where I can throw up after every meal and not get sent back to therapy. I'm sensing that some of you may not be comfortable with eating disorder humor. So let's just purge that from our memories, shall we? Now my husband is crafty on this baby having front. He's a very crafty man. He's like Gollum. He's got those bug eyes. He gave me a ring. So he's got his parents, my in-laws are in this whole baby having scam. Every time they call me, they're like, Kelly, when are you gonna have a baby? When are you gonna have a baby? When are you gonna have a baby? And I mean, that's just rude. I would never call them up at their house and be like, when are you gonna die? I am sure that eventually both of our dreams will come true. And because, like, look, here's the thing, people. I get it. Babies are cute. They're adorable. They smell like sugar and spice and puppy dog tails or whatever. But that's after they're born. While it's still inside of me, it's a bloodthirsty carnivorous parasite, eating me alive from the inside out. It's totally true. I saw it in Twilight. You guys, I am just kidding. I don't watch Twilight. Twilight is for future victims of domestic violence. So I think prostitution should be legal. Not a joke, just a fact. And I just think it's because, you know, like, it's my vagina, you know? If I'm not using it, I should be able to rent it out. What is a vagina if not a living, breathing condo for dick? Just be sure and keep the hedges trimmed or the homeowners association will not give you a moment's peace. Here's one for the dudes. Where my dudes at? I don't know if you dudes are aware, but there was recently a really important court case that was decided. So just so you know, it is now legally permissible if your lady friend passes out from having had too much alcohol, it is legally permissible for you to draw a dick on her face. This was decided in the recent landmark Supreme Court case, Bros v. Hoes. So I just turned 30 in November, which is, yeah, it's all right. I was a little bummed though, you know, I was like, God, I'm 30, you know, I haven't really accomplished anything with my life. But then I read this magazine article that was like, 60 is the new 40. Yeah, and I was like, hey, by that math, 30 is the new 10. I still have my whole life ahead of me. And a really good excuse for the training wheels on my bike, my crippling fear of cooties, and the occasional bedwetting. I made a New Year's resolution to stop procrastinating so I could really go after the things that I want and achieve my goals. Yeah. So I started smoking weed out of a gravity bong. Yeah, you guys have used one. For those of you who haven't, a gravity bong is basically the 8-minute abs of pot smoking. No tedious joint rolling, no passing it around your deadbeat friends, just quick, efficient hits of THC so you can go about your day and do the things you need to do. Like watch an entire season of Boardwalk Empire in a day. Send that shit back to Netflix, pretend like that makes you a responsible adult. Yeah. Thanks so much, I'm Kelly Anakin.
Kelly Anakin. Let her hear it. All right, you guys are nice. You guys are fun. I like you. Okay.